Kia was late to the small SUV party, but the youth-focused Seltos has been painstakingly prepared to make up for lost time. The name may sound more like a breath mint than a car, but it's in fact derived from Keltus, the son of Greek mythologue Heracles. Cool, I guess? This boxy little SUV looks quite different from its big brother, the Sportage, with a bolder grille design incorporating wide LED running lights and a tactile diamond finish. It's muscular from the side with a pronounced shoulder line and comes in 8 colours plus a few two-tone choices. At 4,370mm nose to tail, the Seltos is about 200mm longer than the Hyundai Kona, and about on par with the Nissan Qashqai, so it's pretty big for the class. And it's also only 115mm shorter than said Sportage, and just 40mm shorter between the wheels. As such, it's a really spacious little thing, at the very least equal to the class-topping Honda HR-V. The reclining back seats accommodate 2 adults or 3 at a pinch, and unlike most competitors, it offers rear air vents and a USB charging point. It also has a huge boot with 2 levels and up to 498 litres of storage, provided you don't get the full-size spare wheel. The interior is a step up for the company in other ways too, particularly tech. The base grade is impressive enough with an 8-inch screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but the other versions go a step further by offering a great new 10.25-inch screen running a new user interface. It's the best screen in any Kia. Said base model will also come with 16-inch alloy wheels, auto headlights, a reversing camera, autonomous emergency braking that's essential to getting a 5-star crash rating, lane keeping assist and cruise control. Now alongside that bigger screen, the next version up the chain will also add 17-inch alloy wheels, climate control and the aforementioned full-size spare. Without simply rehashing the spec sheet, the next grade will get nice stuff like fake leather and cloth heated seats, a proximity key and privacy glass. It will also add more driver assistance tech such as active cruise control, a more advanced AEB system that senses cyclists, front parking sensors and a blind spot monitor. And finally, the GT line flagship that you see in this video will add 18-inch alloys, LED headlights, seat ventilation, in-cabin mood lighting that can even pulse along to the beat of your music, a Qi wireless phone charger, a nifty little head-up display and a 7-inch digital instrument readout, plus rain-sensing wipers and a sunroof, although only available on the monotone painted cars. Base versions will be powered by a 2-litre petrol engine running the fuel-efficient Atkinson cycle, matched up to a new fuel-saving CVT automatic, and no manual will be offered anywhere, interestingly enough, and front-wheel drive. It makes fairly middling outputs of 110 kilowatts of power and 180 Nm of torque, giving you a theoretical 0 to 100 time of 9.6 seconds. But top versions get a much punchier engine, the same 1.6-litre turbo unit from the Hyundai Kona and Tucson, making 130 kilowatts and 265 Nm, mated to a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission and using on-demand variable all-wheel drive, which cuts the 0 to 100 dash to just 8 seconds. It really does get up and go pretty well for the segment. There's also a diesel version overseas, but that won't come to Australia because frankly the market for oil burners in this class is just too small. We can't talk too much about the driving dynamics since the Korean versions we drove are not representative of what Australia will get. Kia's Sydney-based engineers have tested and calibrated our version's suspension. They generally look at things like springs, dampers, roll bars and bushes to better suit the challenging and diverse Australian roads. It's worth noting though that only the all-wheel drive turbo models get independent multi-link rear suspension, with the base cars using a cheaper torsion beam. But based on our experience in other Kia local models with specific tuning, we have pretty high expectations. Another major selling point for the Seltos will be Kia's warranty, which as we know is a market-leading 7-year and unlimited kilometre program with roadside assist as long as you use dealer servicing. And this combined with nationwide drive-away pricing at launch will give it an immediate kickstart. Kia's local arm wants up to 750 sales a month, with higher targets once factory supply from the Korean plant improves. On the topic of pricing, we expect the Seltos to arrive at a sharpish $25,990 drive away, topping out at just under $40,000 for the full fat GT line all-wheel drive turbo with all the kit. All versions will arrive in Australia in October, and based on our quick drive overseas, have the makings of class leadership. Needless to say, if you're in the market for a small SUV like this, we reckon you should hang on for just a few months until you can go kick the tyres yourself. For even more info, head over to caradvice.com and read the written component of this review, and please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit us up with your comments below.